Hey guys, so this is the video for day 22. Didn't do much today besides I relaxed after class. That was great. I didn't have much homework because I did some of it in between classes. And then I worked on one of my presentations for next week. And I'm going to do my paper after dinner. And, then I have tomorrow and Sunday. So I plan to get a bunch done this weekend, but today I just kind of screwed around. Just wanted to kind of relax a little bit. Last couple of days had a lot of homework and a lot of stuff to get done, so decided to take a break. But I actually have some interesting news for today. I thought it was kind of interesting. I'm not sure how funny you guys will think it is. But I don't remember if I ever mentioned the fact that I found out that one of my professors, my history professor, knew that I didn't like history. Like, when I first got to class, he was like, "I'm sorry that you don't like history." And I was like, huh, how did he know that? I was wondering and I didn't know. And so I've been meaning to ask. And so today it kind of came up again. So I kind of decided today that after class that I would ask him. So I waited until everyone left, and it was just Megan and I. And I decided to ask. And so I asked him, I said, just out of curiosity, like, how did you know that I didn't like history? And all he said was that he said that my videos were very interesting. Which, if he's watching this right now, this would be great. But, and so I got so red and I laughed so hard that I was starting to cry. And I could not believe it. I was in shock. Because I forgot, like, that he's a he's a friend on my Facebook, because we have a Facebook group for our class. And, yeah, so it was quite interesting. Then I had to rethink of anything I ever said about anything in my videos. And me and my memory, not that great. So, hopefully I never said anything offensive. Definitely just, these videos are just for thoughts. And as far as like differences, like differences between here and the States, I've just said the differences. Obviously there's something that feels like more normal to me. There are things that feel more normal to me, but I mean, I'm pretty sure if I grew up here, they feel normal to me here too. So I just wanted to clarify that. And I could not, I like literally was laughing about it for at least an hour, I feel like. So that was pretty interesting. I was kind of embarrassed, and I thought about whether or not to put it up on my videos, because I'm like, well, he's probably gonna watch this, and he might be watching this right now. If you are, hi Carlos. It's kind of, it was kind of one of those like internal battles with myself. I didn't know whether I wanted to actually mention it in my videos, because I'm like, well, he's probably watching. And but I figured, I've been honest in all of my videos, so why not be honest continually through the rest of the trip? So here I am, being honest. I actually enjoyed our Spanish class, my second history one. I enjoyed it today because, and no, I'm not just saying this because my professor could be watching. I actually enjoyed it because it was like about festivals, and so that was pretty interesting. We talked about it's in Valencia. There's a festival of fire, and they basically they spend all year making these like statues and stuff, and they resemble things, and then on the equinox they set it all on fire. And it's not considered, even though it's like they do resemble things or people, it's not considered a hate crime unless if it's on that day. But if it's on any other day, it's considered a hate crime and it's illegal. So like, we were talking about that in class today, and it's actually pretty interesting. We also corrected our papers too. And still had a few minor errors, always a few minor errors. Nothing's gonna be perfect. But that stuff interests me. Like, those kind of things interest me, because it's weird that, like, it wouldn't be considered a hate crime on that particular day, but on any other day it would be. So when I say I don't like history, I don't like just, oh, this happened on this day and da 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 da. I like to see what I'm learning. So like one day maybe I'll go to this festival, and I've heard of it before because my professor at Michigan State, she lived in Spain for a year and a half, I think, to study, and she actually told me about the festival. She told me she showed me pictures and stuff, so I'd heard about it before, so it wasn't as big of a shock. But still, like, it's pretty interesting that they put millions of dollars into this festival just to burn it. So that's kind of interesting. Like, I didn't really understand why they do it. Like, why it is that they decided they would just burn. It's like, I guess it's supposed to symbolize, like, the start of something new. But, I don't know, it's just weird. But like I said, it's interesting. It's something I can see. Like when we go to the palaces and the museums here, I like museums. That's interesting because I can see I could see the facts right in front of me. Someone's sitting there and they're telling me, oh, this painting was made da 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 da. That interests me because I can see it. It's just one of those weird things. But so that like is the difference. So I don't really hate history, I just dislike it because it's boring. It's not something that interests me, like I could go without it kind of thing. But there are things that I do find interesting. Wars, not so much, but they're like, we're in my other class, this isn't really history, but in my other class we're like doing a presentation on the economy of Spain versus the economy of the United States, and we did a lot of research today, and I was actually quite surprised at the differences as well as the similarities. And granted, I have to give this presentation in Spanish, so yeah, I gotta do some practicing so I don't do what I did in Carlos's class. I don't know. I wish I could just do it and be fine. I mean, I'll be fine, obviously, but it's just one of those things where I want to make sure that I'm not stumbling, and because I'll be graded on pronunciation, on whether or not I'm staring at the class or I'm staring at my feet. So I definitely want to try to make sure that I like work on that, because I have another presentation for Carlos as well, and and I also have a paper due, and I have finals, so it's gonna be a pretty hectic couple days. By the way, only what's today? So 8 more days. For you guys, it's only 250 there, so it's technically still 8 more days. For me, it's like 7.5, maybe 7 1/3. So depends on how you're looking at it. But it's dinner time, so I gotta go. All right, bye guys.